Welcome to week 6 of The Artist Way, where we speak about abundance. Many of us get raised to believe that money is the source of abundance and not a greater sense of good or plenty of fullness. Believing in that feels foolish or naive. While we strive for more, we miss the whisper inside that says, you are enough. We terrorize ourselves with thinking, oh, we need to keep a roof over our head, or nobody will pay me to be creative, or nobody's interested in my creativity. This catastrophizing is a practiced behavior that often comes from a stern parent or us confusing the greater sense of abundance with the relationship that we had with our stern parent. We might be confusing God, the all one, the universe, with a stern parent. A stern parent that has very limited ideas of what is good for us and what we can accomplish. We are trying to be sensible when we could also allow ourselves some healthy extravagance. Because it's not about sensibility. It's not about doing it right in that logic. When we do what we are meant to do, abundance comes to us. Money comes to us. Doors open, we feel useful, and work feels like play. That's how you know you're in the right spot. What does this healthy extravagance look like? Let's speak about a little bit of luxury. However, not regular luxury. The key word with luxury is authentic. Art is born from expansion, from plenty, from unfolding. So in order to be able to tap into that, we need to keep ourselves abundant. We need to foster a belief in sufficient supply. It's critical that we pamper ourselves for the sense of abundance it brings to us. Here a quote from Julia. Art requires us to empower ourselves with choice. This means choosing self-care. If you create without replenishing yourself, you'll risk anorexia. Luxury can look very different for everyone. Maybe for you, it's having time with your family and friends, or being able to take that hike every Saturday, or for me, to have as many teas as I desire. Oh, and I also collect teacups, and they give me great joy. And I drink from them every day. Sometimes, however, we find ourselves or other people in what is called wet blanket mode, when an exciting idea comes up and another person or ourselves reflexively kills this joy, is a buzzkill, is a joy kill. It can be a way of self-protection, but it can also just be a bad habit. Either way, we want to get rid of it and allow ourselves experimentation. We need to understand what gives us true joy. The next exercise is called counting, where you would, for a month, track every spending to see where you're actually allocating your money. For me, I found out that outside of my regular necessities, like housing and food, money goes towards my health a lot. I really like nail polish. That's something that I regularly spend money on. Not a lot, but still. I know that I invest into my joy. And I also buy tech for my YouTube video because I'm trying to improve. All of those are really productive. And I've also, in the last month, picked up the habit of going out with a friend, and we go to a new place every time. We try a tea, we try a small snack. And that's how I get to experience a lot of things and allocate money towards small luxury. I also make a point of taking the inspirations from this chapter and buying flowers, buying fruit. The last bit is called Money, Madness and Exercise. What I will do, I will pin it underneath the video, and I would like for you to take a pen and paper and just finish out the sentence, so you can get a feeling of what this is about our inherent beliefs that we have, and just make it really quick. Just, let it go, and then come back to the video. This chapter had a lot of interesting tasks. I really got to understand what abundance is symbolized by for me. So for example, list your favorites in the following categories exercise, and I picked cars, dogs, flowers, trees, fruits, vegetables, musical groups, desserts, 10 colors, and entrees. All of these you are supposed to take 10 each, and it gave me a really interesting profile of the things that I prefer. And some of the other exercises were accepting freebies, just going with the flow, thought, oh, that was beautiful, because how often do we say no when something is offered to us? So I'm practicing saying yes. I did some clearing and gave away some ratty pieces of clothing as instructed. And interestingly, I realized that I have an abundance of things that I'm learning right now, because for this YouTube channel, I'm learning to speak on camera, to edit, to color grade my videos, to adjust lighting, to not look disheveled. I'm diving into this sense of abundance when I'm learning something. So that's a new one. Before I was excited and curious, but now I also feel like, oh, there's so many different things that I could do creatively with this channel. And that's really exciting. For the check-in, Julia asks if we have experienced any synchronicity. And I was feeling a little bit lonely because I'm spending a lot of time in my editing booth. And I happened to just meet a friend when I was out, a cool acquaintance that I really like, and we went ahead and had tea together. And we spontaneously went for a drink, and that was awesome. So I asked to meet a friend, and I met a friend. That was really cool. In terms of abundance, this is funny. I've never realized that I am saving in the wrong spot until I did these exercises. There is some really accessible luxury, like getting a massage. A neighbor had misplaced her package and she posted in a Facebook group that somebody else had posted a Groupon recommendation for a massage therapist right around the corner. I went, she's awesome, and I think she will help me a great deal, because I tend to get a little bit stiff and I never take action to go out and get that massage, or at least I didn't. I used not to. So this time I feel like empowered to go out and experiment and assign resources to feeling well and feeling abundant. And that's something that I thought I was doing, but upon re-examining, I realized probably not. So that's something cool that can happen when you start diving into these exercises. So that was a quick one. I hope you enjoyed week 6, and I will see you in week 7, recovering a sense of connection.